Let's go. One more
Oh,
time.
welcome back, everybody. Wake Up Web3 with Reptar and JC. How are you guys
Brought to you
doing?
by White Monster, but not really.
Brought to you by White Monster. Soon. Sponsors coming soon.
Sponsors only wish.
Ooh, we're working on it, guys.
Be nice to make some money.
Welcome back. Hope you guys had a good holiday weekend. It's been kind of busy. Markets were super boring, but we are back, and 2026 has got some interesting updates for us. So, yeah, here's to a better year next year. Damn right, Mr. Gray.
Oh, we got puppies.
Oh, hello. JC's
It's a
dogs are
puppy.
going to say hi.
My big pup was like, "Hey, I just want to come down. I heard you talking." Hey, buddy.
So yeah, guys. Hopefully you touched some grass or snow this
Can I pet
holiday.
that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
I can always
Um,
pet that dog.
oh,
Not my
double.
puppy. We doubled it
I know.
again. We
Happens.
are professionals. We
Professional
are not
operation.
professionals.
So as we always do, we're gonna have to play some catch up. We're gonna have to check out the bubbles because a lot to talk about over the past few days since we haven't done the show. So we'll get that
Well,
up
I mean,
here.
I did the show yesterday, but I'm just saying.
Reptar had an ice storm hit his mountainous town
Yeah,
yesterday.
Reptar's excuse is he had no power. I think that's pretty weak myself, but you know.
It was a weak excuse. The phone should have been charged for sure. But
Well,
yeah,
here we go. Here's the daily.
we're seeing some random projects pumping today, guys. But I mean, really, not
Yeah,
much has been going on.
you can't even see. If I have to go to the weekly for Bitcoin to pop up down here, here it is
Yeah,
on the weekly. But if I click the daily, like yesterday's high was 89, it dropped down to 87. It's currently at 88. You click the
it's
weekly.
funny because it's doing exactly what DJ said was going to happen this week. This is why leverage trading was not a good idea. You guys, I mean, unless you knew exactly what was going on, because look at that chart, guys. This is not a normal chart. This screams manipulation to me. But as you can see, essentially for the whole month, we've done nothing but move sideways. So we're still
Between
holding.
84 and 94 for the month, but
Yeah.
for the week between 87 and 90, and for the day between 89 and 87.
So if you guys are in the Discord and you guys have been hanging out with us during game night when we do our technical analysis, you see that DJ has been very much, tracking these support and resistance levels, and they are following exactly where we expected them to. So, until Bitcoin really drops below 80,000, I'm not really worried. I think this is good. I think we've seen a lot of support, even with ETH. The ETH chart is looking exactly the same. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens next year. But this entire year has just been manipulation, and you know,
Let's look at this. Let's do a little year in review. These are monthly candles on here. Let's switch to the side view for people. Um, these are all monthly candles. Here's 2025. Here's the start. There's November 24, that huge election candle. December, and then January. January starts here. You can see it opens at 93. January goes up to 109. So January started the month of January. Bitcoin started at 93,000. You can see we peaked here, all the way up to the top of that candle is 126. So that puts our these candles right here 115, 120, and now we're back down in December. Sorry, November, and this is the December candle. Look how skinny that candle is. It has done nothing in December. Look at that. Zoom in on it. That is literally December opened at 88. It looks like December's going to close right around 88. December was a nothing candle.
yeah, guys, this month was so
That's
boring,
the whole year.
and we
And
we expected this.
like you said, this right here screams manipulation. Now, I tell you what's interesting. Looking at this, thanks to DJ and his knowledge impartation, this could be like these are monthly candles, so you get a shoulder, head, and if we happen to get like another shoulder, that would be a good
It's
pattern.
on. It's on.
So I don't know. Morning,
Yeah,
Change. Good to see you, man. Daniel, good to see you.
yeah, Mr. Gray, great point. I really do think that once government clarity comes and once people feel less nervous about investing in these assets. Again, we've been talking about the Clarity Act for a long time. I do think the Clarity Act is what is going to kind of be the catalyst for a lot of this because you have all this big money on the sidelines that they're not ready to really play yet, and it's like why? Interest rates are down. They got the ETFs launched. So what are they waiting for? And I really think they're waiting for government clarity because again, these big entities need to follow the rules, even though they don't follow the rules with anything else. But they want to make sure that they are protected. So,
Hey, does anybody want to open a daycare with me?
A daycare.
Well, you don't have to actually have kids, and you can launder $12 billion. Anyway, that's about as political as I'm going to get today.
Oh no, you already said it. Let's go. Come on. What did you mean? But I have no idea what he's talking about, guys. So let's
no, there's in Minnesota, like there are daycares that were started by individuals of a certain ethnic and potentially legal status in this country, and they started daycares. It rhymes with Chomalia.
Chomalia. Okay.
Yeah. So, but literally, like they started all these daycares, and they applied for federal grants and all of this federal money for taking care of these kids. And not one of these daycares has ever taken care of kids, and they have funneled $12 billion, some of which to like ISIS and terrorist organizations in the Middle East. $12 billion.
They were like them kids. Like, give me the $12 billion.
So, like I said, anybody want to start a daycare?
JC, let's start a daycare for adults that have been hurt by the.
I tell you what, buy one of our NFTs, and we will take care of your NFT children for you.
Ooh.
And we will call that a daycare and get billions of dollars in funding.
Speaking of buying an NFT, so for those of you guys that are in the chat right now and in our Discord that already own an NFT, we are doing a New Year's giveaway. We're giving over $150 away to one of you lucky holders. So make sure you guys sign up for that in the Discord. Make sure you guys go click the reactions so you guys are in that giveaway. Big stuff coming for next year, guys. This is the beginning. But the fear and greed index, we're creeping out of fear, guys. This is interesting to me because, we were getting wrecked for a while, and we were deep in extreme fear. And, we've been in fear for the past couple of days. Now we're starting to really kind of move out of that. We're still heavily in Bitcoin dominance, as you guys can see on the Bitcoin dominance chart. I do not think alt season is close. I think we're going to need to see Bitcoin make some serious moves here, and we're going to need to see some confidence come back into the market. And then after that, I mean, we're moving. There's just way too much bullish news going on. There's just way too much support, and the ETFs. I mean, the ETFs are creating serious demand. So I really do think
we're going to touch on all of these more in depth here in a minute. So this is a great overview.
No, awesome. It's guys, we the metrics are looking good right now. Things might be boring, things might be, when moon, but as everyone says, when moon. But I really got a good feeling about next year. I think the markets are positioning and people are positioning in a way where as soon as a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about comes out, I think we're going to be looking pretty good.
Yep. And I don't think we're there yet, but I think eventually we'll get to the point where we won't be talking about Bitcoin versus altcoins, but individual tokens will move on their own, just like we don't talk about, Apple versus the rest of the stock market. Like I think eventually we'll get to the point where it's not Bitcoin and everyone else, but each individual project will decouple, if you will. It's not like, oh, Ethereum needs Bitcoin to go up. Well, Ethereum is increasing in value. So anyway,
Exactly. Right
let's
now,
check.
again, we're very much in Bitcoin dominance. You know, the markets are following Bitcoin. They don't care about anything else. Ooh, this was brutal.
85. This is actually up. The odds of a rate cut are up from yesterday on this on the CME Group's page. I think I see these odds going up, and I'm going to tell you why. We're going to move on to that probably in our first story here. But right now we're at 85% chance of the January rate cut staying at no rate cut, zero. Like we're going to stay in this current range. But news came out yesterday, or maybe it was this morning. I can't remember. Inflation dropped below 2%. That's been their target. Like we keep rates high because we want inflation to get down towards 2%. But U.S. inflation dropped below 2%, which makes rate cuts more likely. So I've got that, and then we've got nope, not that. Nope. Hang on. Where is it? We did that one. Jerome Powell signals rate hike cycle is over. Yeah, we knew that already. Confirms that rate cuts are ahead. This is, you can come over here and you guys won't be able to hear that because I'm not sharing the sound. But so that's another bullish part here. No. Okay. I had several things. I guess is this what it was? Yeah, here we go. Something else. So I think that with inflation coming down below 2%, which is always their target, we can see rates coming down. This is from Crypto Nobbler. I love, like, it says Ox Nobbler, but I just realized this morning that 0x is how, like, crypto addresses start. So anyway.
Really, JC? You didn't know that?
I didn't know that's why he was calling himself that. I did know that addresses started with 0x, but I just was like, oh, yeah. So yeah, the reasons why I still think 2026 may be the year. And is this just me grasping for hopium? Maybe. But in the past, we try to make it informed hopium. You go, okay, this happened in the past, and then what happened for crypto? So here's some things that have happened in the past that I think are happening again. Treasury is facing issues. Let's see. Does this have this chart? Yes, it does. Good. I'll get to that in a minute. Huge blue spikes on this chart down are $12 trillion in U.S. debt coming due in 2026. What do we do when our debt comes due as a nation in the United States? We refinance.
Oh, I thought we just print more money.
Yeah, we do that too. But we also refinance at the lowest rate possible, and then we print money to pay it. But lower your rate for your borrowing and devalue the dollar so that you're actually spending less asset, right?
And
it's kind of nice.
I just made a TikTok about this for the AO page. Inflation is the biggest way that people stay where they're at. When your money's sitting in the bank and it's losing value over time, you're literally losing money. So look at what is going on with gold and silver right now, guys. Silver is absolutely skyrocketing. Gold already pumped really hard before. There's a reason people are flooding into these assets because, gold and silver, as much as we love crypto on this channel, gold and silver are still incredibly good assets to buy because maybe not right now with the prices being the way that they are, but the point is this is an asset that is going to hold its value over time. It actually has use case. It has limited supply.
Yep. We talked a little bit about silver yesterday and the fact that there was a massive dump in silver prices. I think I have something else on that again today. Maybe I don't.
Yeah, I mean, people are
we'll talk about silver here. I got something for silver later as well.
Cool. But, yeah, the only reason I bring that up is because people are looking for alternatives to the U.S. dollar because of inflation. They're looking for ways to protect their money. And as JC just said, they're going to be borrowing a lot of money at low interest rates, so they want to figure out what to do with it too. So,
yep, and it's just in the past when interest rates go down and money printer go burr, asset prices go up. Does that mean the asset is inherently more valuable? No, the asset is the asset. It just takes more dollar bills to buy that asset. And that's what we're talking about with inflation. So if imagine you have $1,000 in the bank. You know what? Imagine you have $100,000 in the bank 10 years ago, and you didn't touch it, and it's in your savings account, and your savings account draws 2% a year. So 2 into 72 is 36. That means it takes 36 years for your money to double. But anyway, so you have, let's say now, after 10 years, you have, I don't know, $140,000 because you've been saving interest. Cool. 10 years ago, your $100,000 bought quite a bit. Today, does your $140,000 buy the same thing? It does not. It buys way less. Because while you were earning 2%, inflation was going up 4, 6, 8% year over year. And so you actually lost purchasing power even though you gained dollar bills. That's inflation.
no, that's exactly it. You're not really technically losing money, but your money is losing its ability to purchase, which is to me the same thing. But
Right.
but that's why you see people flooding into silver and gold right now. They're looking for alternative assets, and right now people are nervous about Bitcoin and crypto for obvious reasons. But there's a lot of manipulation going on. People don't understand it fully yet, but the people who do understand it, they are. I actually
we showed the Warren Buffett clip. What was it, last week? No, it's probably 2 weeks ago, where he just flat out says governments devalue their currency over time until they collapse. Warren Buffett, who's, by the way, this is his last day as a CEO of Berkshire Hathaway.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, he's retiring.
JC, if you want, actually, just real quick, if there's a way for you to pull up the AO story on Instagram, I posted something that's pretty interesting. Let's see if I can find it. All right, I got it here.
Oh, if you've already got it, yeah, go ahead. I was just going to take down my screen while I was searching, so people didn't have to watch me fumble around.
No, I actually, oh no, it's not here anymore. But anyway, the point is that all of these giant entities that have been against crypto, they're all paying attention now for a reason, because there is a shift happening, and there is going to be a lot of money moving here soon into these new markets. And if you think that these guys are opening ETFs because they're just going to let them sit there, then they are trying to use this as an opportunity for themselves as well. So I think 2026 is really going to kill it. We are patiently waiting, because worst case scenario, we do go into another bear market. We have a crash. We wait a couple more years, for the next cycle, and that's okay by me.
So, Crypto Daniel, this is what I was talking about earlier. You brought up what you think the timeline is. This is from 0x Discover. I now know what that means because I'm smart. This is his timeline. He thinks January is the rally. February Bitcoin goes. March is alt season. April tops. May is a bull trap, and June starts the liquidations and panic selling. This is his basis for that, and let's go back to this one, and I will hit that. That's the wrong screen, dummy. Let me hit that. There we go. And so yeah, let's take a look. And this is his timeline, And this is, I mean, if you've been in crypto for a while or any type of investing, you've seen this type of chart, and he's just laying out his dates for it. So Daniel, I am interested in your thoughts on this as well. If you think, because this chart happens now, is it going to happen on his timeline? I don't know, but this is where, right in here is where we want to be looking to possibly take some profits. That's where I'm going to start. That's where I'm going to take my profits, and then the rest, I'm going to take profits. I'm going to try and take profits in this part of the curve, and just hold down into this part of the curve.
Exactly. And guys, every cycle's been the same. We have these stages. I really like this chart, not only because it's giving me major hopium right now, but because I think it's pretty accurate. I don't think we've seen that euphoria pump yet, and there's way too much bullish news for us to not have moved yet. For the past month, we've done nothing but move sideways. So
makes me wonder if that puts us in like this little section right here.
Right? Yeah.
Right, maybe in this part, maybe in this part, maybe even in this part.
Yeah. I mean, people like it's or it's after that big pop off top and we're going sideways through May. But
yeah, again, either that or we're right in here. And we're gonna get this, and then we're gonna get this. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm okay holding and accumulating down here again. I don't mind a round trip again because, like we've talked about many times, I like the money that I have in crypto is not money I need right now. And I understand stuff comes up, but
and it's also not, the projects that we are looking at, guys, and the projects that we're investing in, they're going to be here next cycle. They're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? And that's kind of a big thing that we've really tried to, focus on here at Off Origins is we've really been trying to identify what are the projects that are going to be successful in the next 5 to 10 years. We really don't pay attention to short-term pumps or meme tokens or stuff like that, because when you're already dealing with the volatility of the markets like this, it's just that much more stressful. The best thing to do is really just find the good projects and dollar cost average into them. And that's what we're doing. That's what we've been doing. That's why we don't care if it's a bear market, care if it's a bull market. We're accumulating good assets, and we are waiting for the mass adoption of these companies and assets, which is already happening. So,
and as the man himself who is retiring today said, if you want to win, find an asset, buy it, and never sell it. That's Warren Buffett 101. If you think it's a good asset, buy it and never sell it.
That's the thing, guys. Just paying attention to what these good assets are is the key. I mean, I know we talk a lot about different things in the Discord, but do some research. Figure out what these projects are doing. Figure out what projects you want to get involved with. There's thousands of cryptos out there, guys. It's hard to differentiate, what project from what. So,
yep. All right, let's hit a couple of more things I wanted to talk about real quick. This is one of the reasons I think silver is going to be interesting to watch. And let's just be real. Crypto doesn't exist in a vacuum, so we do need to kind of pay attention to the world at large. China will stop exporting silver tomorrow.
Interesting.
Now, silver is not just an asset that you hold for value. It has it is a material that is used to create things.
It's in every cell phone you have.
Cell phones. They're talking about using it for new, more efficient EVs. It's also used in weapon systems, missiles, computer tracking, NVIDIA chips, whatever. So keep an eye on silver. And this is, I just wanted to, this is from No Limit Gains.
Very interesting.
CME Group, the reason like I know we talked about it yesterday. Like maybe this is just CME Group raising margins at the end of the year for uh, tax loss purposes, and blah 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 blah. But and this is one person, I have no idea this guy's experience, but I have never seen CME raise margins on a major commodity by 30% overnight. We also saw the Fed inject $16 billion in repos overnight. It is the end of the year, so that could be it, but it's also unusual. So that's something we need to keep an eye out. If you want to follow, this is at No Limit Gains. If you want to read and dig into this, so precious metal. This is interesting to me. Precious metal margins are going up, and that's, to me, that's kind of a signal of something. I don't know what, because I'm not in the precious metals market. And then I wanted to hit one other thing. You guys see this dude, Jake Claver or whatever, CEO of Digital Ascension Group, predicts XRP will hit $100 by December 31st.
That's now.
If you're following this clown and using him as a point of research, the sad thing is, I've listened to the guy. He makes good points, and then he does stuff like this and refuses to be like, yeah, I totally missed that. He's like, we'll see. We still got time. Dude, if you're following this clown for anything other than entertainment purposes, he's not a good data point, because he's making these outlandish predictions and not being like, he's serious. I'm like, dude, no. And he won't even back down about it. And then my personal favorite to end out the year, we do not give financial advice. We definitely don't give legal advice. This is trending. Tax revolt. Calls grow to pause taxes over the Minnesota child care. Like, why am I paying taxes if the government is going to give away $12 billion to a fraudulent group of companies so that they can send it to terrorists worldwide? Why am I paying taxes?
This is the one thing I never understood. The American Revolution, basically, the catalyst was the Boston Tea Party, which,
3% tax on tea.
On a breakfast beverage. And people are paying way more taxes than that to literally criminal organizations, and people still, I just don't understand.
This is from Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's retiring, but yeah. I don't care about who you voted for, but there is a tax revolt. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if you don't pay your taxes, if you don't note on your IRS form that $600 transfer on your Venmo, the IRS will come after you. But defraud the federal government for $12 billion, who cares? Why am I paying taxes?
They already paid their taxes under the.
Why am I paying taxes? Oh, this I do like, though. If you get arrested, ask for a jury trial. And remember, if you get called onto the jury, it's called jury nullification. When jurors vote not guilty, even if the law was broken, because they believe the law is unjust or unjustly applied. If you're on the jury, you can say not guilty. All right. We're going to leave you with that, because we don't give legal advice, and that was not legal advice. It's just something interesting that is trending on X. All right.
Oh, gosh.
2025, I don't know, kind of sucked.
It did. 2025 sucked. Sucked a big one.
It wasn't 2020 and 2021 as far as the general suckitude in the world, but 2025 sucked.
Yeah, and we're really looking forward to this next year, guys. We have a lot of stuff planned for the project, for the show. Crypto is going to absolutely explode this year. I can feel it in my bones. And Lambos, jetpacks, islands, all the things. So.
Drink some hopium. Be careful tonight. Don't do anything stupid. Don't add to the population. Don't take away from the population. Don't get arrested.
I love this because I am a millennial. I know. Everyone hates millennials, but we're sick of it, dude. We're sick of all of it. And this is the way out for a lot of people. So, we're going to be, I'm ready for a change too. I think we got a lot of big changes coming this year. And, with the federal government, the Federal Reserve, a lot of stuff with crypto. I think it's going to be a good year, guys. So, we're riding the waves, and last year was a wave, but this one I think it's.
I will say I am proud as hell of Reptar for all the work he's done on our socials this year. We didn't start any type of social media anything till about August, September. This YouTube channel didn't start till the end of September. We've done 75 shows. Reptar does all the work behind the scenes. The only thing I do is sit here in front of the camera and talk.
No.
Reptar does all of the graphics and all of the socials you see on Twitter and not Twitter, on X and
I still call it Twitter, guys. Don't worry.
Instagram. And by the way, the TikTok is hysterical, and that's 100% Reptar. So that is one good thing. Reptar has kicked some ass this year with our social medias.
Well, if you guys want to go have a good laugh today, definitely go check out the Twitter, give us a like, all that good stuff. Thank you, JC. That means a lot. Guys, we got a really good team here at Alpha Origins. I know you don't see all of us all the time. There's a lot of people behind the scenes, but we're really excited for this next year, and thank you guys so much for all the holders and all the people that come out for the live show. That's part of the reason we're doing the ball drop giveaway for you guys.
That's right.
Over $150.
We will take care of our holders.
Absolutely.
Until we can no longer take care of anybody. All right. Have a great night. Please be safe. Make smart choices ahead of time, not in the moment. But we will we'll talk to you tomorrow, and hopefully this Jake Claver guy is actually correct, and I will owe him an apology, and XRP will be $100 tonight.
JC owes him a public apology.
Hey, if it goes to $100, I'll happily apologize and tell him he's the greatest advisor ever, and everyone should follow him. But yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching live. Thanks for watching the replays. Thanks for clicking all the buttons and supporting us and being here. Please, again, be safe tonight and have a great end of the year. And we'll start tomorrow, hopefully, in the green.
Let's get it, guys.
And for the last time of 2025, chomp chomp.
Choppy!